Hello everybody and welcome back to Alma. So we are just currently in field 6, so our worker is up there I think he's finishing off the middle of the field and we are just doing the headlands. We're just going to help him out to get this contract done because it's worth a fair amount of money, especially now that we own this hoe. But obviously the tractor and the hoe up there that our worker in, that is all borrowed for this contract. So today we have the alfalfa field to spray with fertiliser, so that will be our job to do straight after this. And then I want to have a look at greenhouses, because I know, is it Celabuki or Chilby? I'd have to look up how to pronounce his name properly, but the map maker. On here we have pizzerias with ketchup plants and all sorts. I've even installed his dryer mod so we can dry every crop, which that's something I'd like to, if we can, get into this map, because that dryer, it is, I think, is it in place in his Iowa Plains map, which has just dropped in the last day or two, which that was a map that I really enjoyed playing in at 22, because I have to admit I did more favour in 22 the more open maps where you have, like, it's around this field edge here, you've got loads of run. You know, because the AI workers, you could only go in straight lines. They wouldn't do the centre, then the headland. So, anyways, I would like to make good on the greenhouses that he's got. So we do have the milk tanker, which can do water, propane, all that sort of thing. So we're fine for that. So, but I just think the greenhouse is £50,000, and then we'll have to have a look at what. I've gone. I'd hate it when you get put onto the wrong course, but it's exactly the same when you're in a tractor and you're looking at your screen with your GPS. You've got all your lines, and as you cross them, it tells you how far to the next one. And if you press activate too soon, then you flick onto one, which it can be quite an aggressive steer. Like you're steering, flicking to get onto it. But anyways, we're on 98% now, so we are almost done. Yeah, there we go, contract finished. So I'm not going to bother trying to finish it, so we will just stop here and have a look at what was left. So it's that bigger field. You've just been given a lot of leeway, and he'd started on the headland for some reason. Right, contracts complete. Yes, so almost 45,000. So let's collect on that. And is there anything else going on that would be worth doing? I did that in the previous episode, so I'm not doing that one again. Rolling? I don't think that would be worth it, to be fair. Oh yeah, I remember about that one. That's a huge amount of money. Right, we're going to go back to the yard. We're going to have a look at this greenhouse. We'll spray the alfalfa. Then I think there's nothing much more to do in this month than to move on to the next. So I'm thinking about here for our greenhouses. So construction up here, greenhouses, and that one. Because we've got the manure now. So let's look at, that looks like it could be fairly straight. Put that one there, and then do we go instantly for another, or do we wait on? Oh, why not? If we go that one, is that going to be in line? Yes, I think that is going to be online, to be fair. So that one there. Right, now let's get to some painting to make this look a bit tidier. So that'll be asphalt, I'm guessing. Yeah. So we'll just quickly bob round here with some asphalt to make this look a lot neater. And there we go. So we want to... If we get out of here, let's find somewhere to leave the hoe. I don't quite know because we're running out of shed space. And I think this now determines it that we're going to put a cold storage unit up in this top corner now. Which that makes a bit of sense to me. So let's put this over here. We do have a bucket for scooping the manure, but we're going to have to find a well, there's a weight. There is a weight on the front of our John Deere, but is there a bigger one? So if we go to the store and weights, so 900, okay, no there isn't. So let's just drop this weight off so that our smaller tractor can take that. So drop that there, and let's just park this. Well, this can go onto the water tanker, because then we can go and start filling up water and manure, which this may take a little while because they do take a fair bit of water. I think, is it 50,000 litres per greenhouse, and this can only do 8,000 at a time. So what's that with 10 loads, if it is correct. So I know this second greenhouse it's not full of water, but it's 40,000 litres that they take, so it takes a fair amount. I'm just hoping that we get the trigger now with them. I keep missing the trigger. Why am I missing this trigger all the time? That is what I would like to know, because it's really annoying, and I'm struggling to scoop up. So is it further back here? No. Oh, this is one of the joys of having your interactive zone markers turned off. So let's scoop this back up. We've just got that little bit there, but if we do it a bit closer, let's see if this will now get it in. No, we're just missing there. It's there, I think. So let's go get this last bit here. And then if we bring it back to about there. Brilliant, there we go. Tractor and trailer is the way to do that, but I thought it just gets us going with the job. So I have set these to, you probably will notice, so one of them is doing pears, plums and pumpkins, and then the other one is doing apples, lemons and oranges. So I don't know what the price difference is between them all. I don't know what we can use any of them in, but I'll have to do a bit of painting then, get rid of that grass. But yeah, so there's our apples, oranges, lemons, and what can we see here? So pumpkins, plums and pears. It's always nice when you get maps like this where they do put extra things in for you. You know, so it just changes up your gameplay a bit. Why is there nothing there? What a waste. We're wasting space with not putting anything in. So this is, well, it's almost used 1,000 litres of water. The water's going down rapid. The manure's going down fairly slow. But it'll be interesting to see what we get. So the spawn point will be here and on the same on the other side, which then brings me on to, if we go construction and go here, there is a cold store that I would like to have a look at, Will it be under silos instead? Because I think it's... Where is this cold star? Right, just give me a second and I'll try to find it. Here it is! So this is what I'm thinking. Where is the entrance to it? Ooh, whoa. Okay, we went a bit mad then. So, is that where the front door is? Or is the door... Okay, the door's this side. So saying that, we then just need to find the correct orientation. So I would guess we would want it something like that maybe. And then there should be a trigger inside of it. Where can we... I'm hoping the solar panels give us something. Give us something back. Because we could go and put it there on the flattest edge, but I don't think that looks right. So I believe if we... Okay, so that's lined up fairly decent there. I believe if we go something like... If we go to there... Something like that. And now let's have a quick look. I just hope I haven't caught our tractor. I may have caught the tractor just ever so slightly. Right, let's take him out. That'll do. And if we open up in here now, do we stack? No, so it's got a capacity of 200 inside of here. So I imagine we'll bring them to a certain point at the front, which we'll just have to find out where that is. So you bring them into here, and then they'll stack them up for you. So that's not too bad. But right, let's get some painting done. So go back to construction. What are we going to do? Asphalt again, maybe? Seems the most common one. So let's make that a bit bigger, and then we can lock the axis so we can go straight on that like so, and then it'll be sort of similar on this side. Lock that axis to about there, and then we want to just start coming on the angle like that. The concentration is immense. Like so, and then what I always like to try and do is round the back. If we lock that axis again and go like that, there we go. So that is now done. We've now got our greenhouses, so we can now just as and when our milk into here, we can then put all these products into there until they're ready to be sold. We could also store something around the back there. I don't quite know what, but where is our... This is what I want to go to, because one of these is almost full now. So that's 933, 822, 9 litres and 136. So we're just going to have to keep moving these out to the spawn point. But we do have some eggs to go get, so I'm going to quickly go gather them up, stack them up and bring them over to here. And then for the final bit of yard modifying, as it were, I want to put a track to go through so that we can... Get out my cold star! What are you doing? Okay, just run through my brand new wall. Yeah, I'd like to put a track in. So if we put that into there like so, do we see where they spawn? There they are, in the back there. So let's go construction again. And now let's have a look. Because I think, obviously, if we're working here, we're going to here. So we possibly want a track to sweep round here. But then, if we're in these fields and we're working here, I don't want to be going over this grid all the time. So then do we put a track going in down here? So if we have a look at the asphalt again. What are we on? Square. Where's a tractor? Let's find a tractor's width. So roughly about that. So we can from, if we start from here maybe. So if we hold shift, now, there we go, hold shift like that, and let's move that all the way up. Let's get a bit closer, and then we can cause, I have moved just slightly off where we were originally, so let's just sort that edge out. To here we can go like this. I will change the square to a bit smaller to get them corners. And then here we can go like that. And then if we go over here, we can go like that. I would like to try keep some sort of a little bit of an island or something. So let's just narrow this up a bit more, like that, and then like that. Let's just take this bit of gravel away. Let's just neaten up this edge now. We're not too happy with that end bit there just yet. And then here, we want some asphalt. Because of this, well, is this going to be our bale storage or not? Because if it's not going to be, there's no point sorting anything out. What's happened to my road there? Right, I think let's just leave that as it is for the time being and just see what happens. And let's go find, this is what we want, because there should be some liquid fertiliser around this side here. So let's get this filled up now, and then we'll go and spray our alfalfa field. So it's weird how it's not doing the corners, but anyways, it'll only be a small amount, so I'm not particularly fussed. It's more, I would just like the whole field to look uniform. I don't know whether that could be something just to do with because it's alfalfa. But yeah, that is the field sprayed. So if we hop out now, it's saying nitrogen bad. Have I jumped out in the wrong spot? Why is it saying nitrogen bad? Let's jump up in the air, see if that changes anything. I know it can't be bad because we've just sprayed it. Right, let's jump out. Well, how's the nitrogen bad? Oh, I'm not going to look at it. It's one of them, you know, when you put your hand over your eyes, you go, you can't see me, so I can't see you. No, sorry, I can't see you, so you can't see me. It's going to be a bit like that, I reckon. Right. Let's just leave this here. I want to go get our grain trailer because I'm going to have a look at, so we can use a new track which is perfect width for us, although we have left our auto stacker in the way. And then yeah, I think I may just off camera sort this bit out here because that looks a bit bit rough and ready, to be fair. And now if we get the trailer, we'll tip what bit of wheat we have into here, and then I'm going to see if we can fill this up with the front loader, fill it up with manure, so then we can go take that to our greenhouses. So let's reverse put that on, dump wheat, it shouldn't take a lot, and then yes, we'll tip this into here and we'll see if this works. What do we think? I think we're going to have to tip, which is going to lift us up. It's not going to be the prettiest of jobs to do, but anyways. So it'll be about a trailer and a half full to fill both greenhouses up. but we'll just give this a go. If this doesn't work, or if it's too much, if it's too much doing it this way, we may then just look to do the water instead. So we just need to top up what's been used out of the first greenhouse, and then that's us all done for today. So I think it's been a productive episode, for the fact of we're sorting things out now, because I don't want to have, like over there, milk churns and wool and all sorts. I don't want all that leaving out to the elements. So I think I'm going to bring the wool and we'll stack that outside the cold store, because I don't want to waste the room of stuff that actually needs to be kept chilled. And then we will put a track through that grass, so I may asphalt from where the water tower is. Oh, that's done now. So from where the water tower is down to that corner, just may asphalt all of that to keep the place trying to keep the place looking neat and tidy. And we'll sort out that abysmal end that I've done over there. But anyways, I don't think there's much more to say than thank you very much for watching. I hope you've all liked and enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye for now.